Okay, tonight I'm going to be critiquing lovehomeandhealth.com. So I can see straight away on the left side it seems to have quite a lot of background space, whereas on the right side there's not really any. The whole inner content seems to be pushed over to the right a little bit. Not sure if it's my screen size, but yeah, maybe have a look at that. The header, I really like the fonts, and I like your tagline. Um, you know, saying things like sharing easy tips. That's good. That's what I want to hear. That it's easy for me or anyone. And also, I like the word sharing. Yeah, I think that's a really good tagline. The only thing with your header, I would say, I can't have a look at the image, but it looks like a JPEG. Um, Again, I have said this a couple of times to different people, but I would always say for your header and any main site design elements, use a PNG image. So you can do that on if you don't have Photoshop, you can still save as a PNG on PicMonkey and stuff. So that will just make that look really nice and crisp. If you look around the edges, you can see sort of pixelations. So I think that would be really nice. I really like the colour scheme. The blues, they're really nice blues, and blue is my favourite colour. Yeah, I like the blues, and I like the greys as well. I like when you hover, the sorry, I don't know where my brain is tonight. When you hover, the background colour changes. And yeah, the colours all seem to link together, and it's really nice and calming as well to look at. You have quite a few things on your navigation bar, but it's not like they're all spaced out everywhere. They're quite neat, so I don't think it's too bad. I will come up and have a look at that again in a second. I am going to carry on looking down. Okay, so there's an advert, that looks fine. I don't know, it depends on your width here, but it might be nice if you moved if you move the advert to the left, then you could move your sidebar up, and then what was I going to say? Yeah, then you wouldn't have all the white space around it, and it might look like it looks more kind of part of the design then, like it has its own little space to nestle into, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to have a look down your sidebar. You've got search, that's really good. I like a nice clear search bar near the top. These are good. I like these. You've got all this space here, so I'd say either move this up, or you could even put these with your search bar and then have your little about section there. Look, cool, that looks good. Because the picture's quite small, I don't know if you can maybe crop in a bit, or maybe put a slightly clearer picture, because it's a nice picture, but it's not 100% clear. It does look fine, but I'm just wondering if it could look a bit better. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so that's fine. And then I guess that's your about page. And then view my blog posts. I'm guessing these are your blog posts, so I don't know what the link is there. Let's have a look. Yep, that's your about page, okay. And oh, okay, maybe do you have more than one person writing in the blog? I guess maybe that's why you've put see your blog posts. Otherwise I'm not sure. That's fine. Fat flush soup versus cabbage soup. Well, that looks interesting. What are these? Are these like little what's the word? Like, are these your popular posts? I'm not sure. This looks good. It's got the image. I might put a little bit more information because I would not really know what that is. Like, um, I'm guessing it's some sort of weight loss thing. But maybe you could put underneath something a bit more, or on top something that might lead people to click on it a bit more. Like maybe, oh, in this post I dissect two of the top diet things. So I'm really bad at making up like these sort of things, but do you know what I mean? Just so look, because some people might not know what that is. So even though it is one of your most popular articles, they might not click on it. I hope that makes sense. Oh, actually, maybe these are your recent posts. There's magic in a Christmas tree. Yeah, okay, these are your recent posts, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. This is totally your personal choice. I think these type of things waste valuable sidebar space because most of the time people are gonna click on your homepage, even if they come from like Google or Pinterest or whatever, and they're on a blog post. A lot of people will click home just to have a quick look at their homepage, and then it comes up with all your all your most recent posts anyway. So I don't know. I guess this is like a love it or hate it thing. I personally would rather see a list of your most popular posts like this one. I think they're much more likely to be clicked on, um, especially if they're already popular. Then it's more likely that other people are going to find them popular as well, and then that can help with your bounce rate too. So yeah. So live traffic feed. I think this is me because I'm the UK, but that isn't where I live in the UK. I wish I did. It would mean I had more money if I lived in that area. So oh, it's quite long, isn't it? It's quite cool to see where people are coming from. I don't know how accurate it is though. It's definitely, if this is me, it's definitely got the country. I am in the UK and I do live in the south, so I guess the kind of area, but not there. Um, Maybe I would maybe make that less, like maybe the last five rather than all of these, because again, it just takes up a lot of space in your sidebar. And also, I'm just looking at these adverts and I'm thinking, are these adverts that you get paid for, or is this you've got this widget and they get money from people that click on the adverts? So that might be something to bear in mind. Yeah, you're probably better at like having your own adverts unless you do get paid for these sort of clicks, but I doubt it. I think this is a way of them getting like the widget on and then getting money through advertising on your site, but I'm not sure. I would need to have a look. Okay, Royal Bee skin healing cream. Okay, that's cool. I'm not, is this a link to your thing? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I wonder if you have, maybe you have an affiliate to it or something. I'm not sure why this is down here. Let's have a look. Another link to your about page. I would maybe just add like this little bit to your about section. Ooh. Oh, you've got it there, or it's similar. I don't think it kind of gets lost down your sidebar, so I would probably just remove that, to be honest, if I was you. That's quite nice. Your topics, yeah, I think that's good to have in your sidebar. What's that? Blogger. You're not on Blogger, are you? Oh, I don't know. Are you on Blogger? No, you're on WordPress. I thought that looked like a Blogger thing. I'm not sure. Did you transfer from Blogger to WordPress? If so, you might have a few little like bugs and things. I would definitely just have a look through your site to make sure it's been transferred correctly, or if I don't know, maybe somebody did it for you. You can ask them just to check. This is cool. I like that. You can see what everyone is. If you've got this, you probably don't need this, or the other way around. But yeah, it's quite a nice little visual. I'll probably make it the same size as your sidebar if you want it there. Just it looks a bit neater. And what's this? Oh yeah, look, that is me. But that isn't where I live. I wish I did. Kingston's lovely. I used to work there. Oh, I can't zoom in anymore. I was going to show you where I do live. Maybe I shouldn't do that on the internet anyway. So you've got that, and you've got that. Maybe I would get rid of, you've got like 3 different things showing you where people are from, and they're really cool, but maybe you only need one, or maybe you could put some other stuff in your sidebar instead. What kind of stuff could you have in your sidebar? You could have the popular posts. You've got categories. I'm just thinking what I've got in my sidebar, but I don't have a lot. Oh, that's what I do. You see, you have like this, which is like kind of a link to one of your posts. I would put maybe a couple more. I like to do seasonal ones, like it's nearly Christmas, so I might put a couple of my popular like Christmas posts, a big picture in the sidebar, and then when people come on the site for whatever reason, they see it and then they're like, oh, it's nearly Christmas, I'll click on that. I find they do quite well. And also, I'm just looking, do you have a subscribe thing? Maybe it's in your footer. Nope. So maybe, I don't know if you are do like having collecting emails or doing a newsletter or anything like that, but I think it would be quite nice to offer people the chance to either, I don't know if you have like blog loving or feedburner or something, or if you have a email subscription type service, or maybe that's what this gap is. I don't know. Yeah, that would be really good to have in your sidebar as well. Yeah, but that's up to you. Let's have a look at the bottom. Okie doke. I guess, is this a 3-column footer? So you've got your archives, that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. I don't tend to use these much because if I'm looking, I can't really tell anything from these other than like the months that you've posted. So it's kind of a lucky dip. I could click on anything and have no idea what's gonna come up. So what I like to do is have like a page of like archives, and it's got a whole list of all my posts, so you can see all the titles every month. And then yeah, it's, I suppose, because when I go on sites, I like that. I would never usually click these because I have no idea what it is. Does that make sense? You've got these sections. So I guess these are like categories with like subcategories. Oh, that's nice. Homemaking garden. Right. this is kind of, um, I don't want to be rude, and I mean it in a nice way, but it's kind of like a mess. That does sound rude. I'm really sorry. Honestly, it does, I'm not trying to be mean. Um, just like when I look at it, it's a bit like I'm like, oh, I'm not really sure where to look. So maybe you could actually manually use like your text widgets and do about me, maybe like group things by category. Like you could have, um, I don't know, holistic health, and then underneath you could have links to like your juicing basics and skin care and stuff, rather than just being like a big list. You could have a couple of little like sections, if that makes sense. Or even use your three columns, if it is three columns, or you can make it three columns or four, whatever, and you can have like one category for each, and then a few of like the like subcategories underneath, something like that. Maybe just have a look at a few different websites or a few different blogs, and see what people are doing with their footers, just to, because you've got so much like empty space with this list. It kind of, it brings it down, and yeah, I just think it's a bit like of a waste of space. You could fill it up with lots of lovely things. I like that. That's good. Very handy. So let's have a look at news. Start here. Okay, it's under construction, but it's fine. Is this your logo? I suppose it's a bit similar. What's this? Is this your old blog, maybe? About me. Start here. Okay, fine. Right, this font's quite big. I might make that slightly smaller. Okay, home remedies, holistic health. I'm not sure if this is like one category, because you've got these like full width dividers, and then you've got these together. If not, then I would probably like bring this down, juicing bit, so it's underneath love and relationships. Otherwise it's a bit confusing, it looks all together. Cool, that's good. Most popular articles. If possible, I would maybe change the link colour of these. Or all your links are this colour, aren't they? It's quite, I don't know, it seems a bit bright for your lovely calming colour scheme. I might change it to a more this sort of blue colour. And also with your most popular posts, I would, if possible, put images with them as well, because people are a bit more likely to click through if they see a nice image that they like. Yep, that's good as well. Cool, that's fine. Advert, that's fine. You could probably actually stick an advert in the middle as well if they're looking through. They might be a bit more likely to bit more likely to click it. And then you've got your sharing buttons. That's good. So you've got new, start here. Let's have a look at about me. Okay, so that's the picture from there. So yeah, I think it's just the picture that's slightly I'm not sure if it's a bit out of focus or faded or something, but it looks fine. I guess when it's smaller it's just slightly harder to see, but that's fine. I like your about page, it's really interesting. There's a lot of text on there though. I like this, that's good. I might break up your text maybe with like headings, or maybe a couple more images, because there's a lot of text. So like if when I was saying about like the headings, for example, this is you're talking about like things you've studied. So maybe you could put that under a heading, family stuff under a heading, blog stuff under a heading, because there seems to be quite a lot of text, which is fine because it does look really interesting, but yeah, it's just a lot to read through. Cool. Okay, that's good. I like that you've linked to some of your other sections, but I don't. Oh, okay, that's one link. Um, I don't know. That's fine. I probably wouldn't do them all different colours, but you know that's up to you. I quite like that. Love is red. Um, I might put them in a little list so it's a bit clearer because I wasn't sure if that was two for a second. um, yeah, but that's probably just me. Does this open? Yeah, that's fine. I was just checking if it opened the email thing, and it does. So that's good. I would probably add these at the top as well. Maybe like, you could probably keep them at the bottom and do them at the top, just in case somebody doesn't make it all the way to the bottom of the about page. Then they're still more likely to click on it. Oh, there we go. It's an advert. See, on your main page, that was coming up blank for me. I'm not sure why. Make sure if you, I don't know if it's AdSense, but go into your like ad program, make sure that you've got the settings so that if the ad doesn't display, it gives you like a backup one to display. Otherwise, it just looks kind of like white blank space. It looks like there's something wrong with the sidebar. So yeah, just double check that. What was I talking? Oh, and I was going to say as well, the advert's fine, but I would probably put your at least your social icons above it as well. Yeah. So these, I guess, are your categories. I'm just seeing if you have a contact page, or is that the only contacts you've got in the About Me? Yeah, I think it is. So maybe it's up to you. If I didn't have a separate contact page, I would put a contact at the top. So where I was saying put the social media links at the top, also put contact with your email, just because otherwise people might have trouble trying to contact you. Not everyone, of course, but some people might. Let's have a look. This is a category, yes, or is it a page? It is a page. So, okay, these are your posts. Yeah, I'm finding it a bit confusing on your site. Like some links are like that, and then some are this color. I'm not sure why. And also, just look at make sure the like formatting. If you just put a gap between the end of the post and the share this. Yeah, I think that's just a little bit neater. Okay. And because the colour of this text is the same colour as the links, I think I would change the link colour on this because it's hard to like tell the difference between the normal text and the links. Yeah. So I guess this is the page. I would probably get rid of that gap a bit. Yeah, just go through your pages and look at the formatting because you've got like 3 links here, but there's like a gap between 2 of them. I'm not sure why. I may be missing something, but yeah, just I think it just looks a bit more like neat. Let's have a look at homemaking. Okay. This is the section that I need. Okay, so I'm not sure if these are all pages. Let's have a look at juicing basics. Yes. Okay, if these are all links to pages rather than links to your like category sections. I would, oh, actually, maybe these are. I was going to say put a link on these pages to the category in case someone doesn't really want to look through the page but just wants to have a look through your list of like all your posts in that topic. Oh no, this is another page, I think. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I would put, oh, you have got a subscription thing. Let's have a look. Oh, it's FeedBurner. So okay, I'll definitely add a subscription thing into your sidebar. Definitely. Especially because you have space in your sidebar. Well, at least on the main page. I'm sure there was space, and also there's a couple of things you could probably get rid of or like compact a bit, and put your subscription thing in the sidebar. Let's see. Let's have a look at everything else. So for this, I mean, there's not a lot to really put on the page. There's just these links. So if you have a category that is everything else, I would just link. Oh, I would just link that to the category rather than making a page and then putting the links on. But yeah, that's up to you. And also things like the text is small and then the text is a different font and bigger, and then there's like a small gap here and a big gap here. So I'm probably a bit more picky about this than some people, but I do like everything to be quite like organized and like in order and stuff. So yeah, I find it quite hard to read blogs when the formatting's slightly off. So there's like different fonts and colours and spaces and things like that. I think it might be a good idea just to set some time aside, go through all your pages and just like neaten up. Like, I don't know if you were on Blogger and you moved onto WordPress, it might be because of that. I'm not sure if you've changed it since. But yeah, it's just something I would do, basically. I'm going to click on actual post. Let's have a look. Okay, that looks good. I like your heading and your thingy. My brain's not working, sorry. Forming meds tonight. Okay. Again, it's like, this is, maybe it's just your style. Maybe it wasn't a mistake. Because it's like a small font and then big. And then this says you'll put a link at the bottom of the blog, but this is the link too. So I'm not sure. And I don't know why it has a line through it. Because your other links are like underlined. I'm not sure. Then you've got a small font and a big font again, and then it goes small again and big. So maybe the big is just to highlight the important paragraphs, maybe. I don't know. This looks like it's meant to be an image, so just check your images are showing up properly. That's all I'd say. I don't know, is this meant to be another advert that isn't showing up? As I said, definitely check that your adverts have like a backup in case they don't show up. Otherwise it looks a bit like the page isn't formatted properly. Do you see what I mean? Where it's like this. If it's not an advert, then I don't know why. I don't know if it's meant to have a picture or something. Maybe I'll have another look at a different post in a second. Okay, so subscribe. That's fine. Maybe you could put a bit of information there as well, like why should I subscribe? Like subscribe to get emails on like this stuff, like to, you know, get more information and email sent to you about like home remedies and gardening and things like that. Just make it sound, you know, really enticing, you know, to really make people want to click on it and get you to email them. What's this? Stumble. That's Twitter. So it says find something you like. Please share it to your favourite social networks with the buttons below. So I would expect the buttons to be below that. So I would put this under this line here so that the buttons are directly below. And then this sentence confuses me slightly because it says follow and then it says please stumble if you stumble. So I thought that would be a link to your stumble upon, but it's not, it's linked to your Twitter. So I don't know, I would put follow on Twitter, or maybe put that on a different line or something. It's just slightly confusing. You just basically, if you think, although things make sense to you, or on my blog things make sense to me, as a new person, like looking at your blog for the first time, you don't know like what their background is. Have they ever read a blog before? Have they seen information like this before? So I think it's always really good to keep things quite simple and neat. And I always think to myself, if like a child looked at this, like would they understand, or would something trip them up? Do you know what I mean? And that's also why when I do these critiques, I kind of look at everything and I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I take it at face value. I don't try and assume things. I kind of just think, what's this? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yes. I should probably stop talking now because it's been over half an hour. It's 32 minutes. I'm just thinking, is there anything else? Got comment love, that's good. I'm sure there was a couple of other things I was going to say, but I can't remember. Let me go back on your homepage. Well, ignore that. So, okay, let me just quickly say this advert. I would do a long one that's the same like width as your blog. Otherwise, again, like I was saying, like about what's my computer doing, like this one. In fact, all of your adverts, they have like all this white space around them. I think if you did a longer advert, it would like fit in more with your theme. And people probably click on it more as well. It looks more sort of natural. Yeah. I like your the way your posts are displayed. So you've got these like excerpts, and then I guess that's a longer excerpt, isn't it? And then you've got a gap here. I don't know if that's meant to be an advert, but I've noticed some of these have a lot of so these are your categories and these are your tags, and that is a lot of tags and categories. I try and think of these as the category is like the main, like your blog is divided into categories. So for your categories are things like homemaking, housekeeping, holistic health, preventative health. These are all the things you generally write about a lot are your categories. So I don't know if you write a lot about aspirin or strokes, but I would say the category for this would be more like health, for example, and I'd only do one or two maybe categories usually, and then these are the sort of things that I would put in tags. So my main category would be health, and then I could even have a subcategory of blood clots if I wrote about blood clots quite frequently. If this was the only one, then I'll just leave it on its own in the health. category. And then for the tags, I would then put aspirin, blood clot, cholesterol. In fact, I probably wouldn't even put that much. Ignore that. I would put category health, or whatever you want to call it, holistic health or health. And then tags, I would put heart disease, stroke, and maybe blood clot. Literally, I try and keep my categories to 2 or 3 at the absolute maximum, tags to maybe 5 or 6 maximum. That's just me. People have their own like thresholds, but you've got like aspirin as a category, then you've got 2 aspirins as tags. Aspirin. Oh, aspirin blood thinner. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure because you've got aspirin blood thinner, blood thinners, and these I don't know if you're mixing this up with like SEO for like people to find your post, but that isn't what tags do. So if I clicked, let's have a look, aspirin blood thinner, I would use tags to find other posts that have the same theme. So as you can see, I click on it, it's the only one. Let's try blood clot treatment. Again, it's the only one. So they really don't need to be tags. I wish I could go into it in more depth, but this is already like the longest critique I've done. And I do try and make the maximum of half an hour, and it's nearly 37 minutes. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's really hard to say. I hope you understand what I mean. It's hard to explain while I'm doing the critique, but yeah, well, basically, categories, the main topics you blog about, and then so you only usually have like a group of them. Then you can tag each category to make it more specific. So your category, for me, I would put health, and then tags, how can you make health more specific? Like what specifically is it about health? It's about heart disease or blood clots. So I don't think you need all these. It's totally up to you. That's the way I work, and that's the way I've always learned how to do it and been taught how to do it. Yeah. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm kind of rambling on now. It's very late here in the UK. It's like 12:30 or something at night. What am I doing? Love, home, and health. Okay, you've got your, I don't know if this is your last blog post or one of your blog posts is showing up. So just if you put a site description, I will say this, I need to do it myself and I still haven't, but just put a site description, and then if your blog comes up in Google when people are searching, it's people I think are slightly more likely to click on it if they can read a little bit there about what the blog's about maybe a couple of your topics, then they might be more likely just to click through, rather than if that's a bit of a post that they don't really understand or something. Anyway, it's like 40 minutes now. I'm gonna have to go, but please let me know if there's anything that you didn't understand, or you want more clarification on, or anything like that. Okay, that's it really. Good luck with your blog. Bye.